the people and the relationships that I've developed in the last 5 years are something I'm going to cherish for a long, long time.
Ray Rhodes won't be cherishing his team's performance in Baltimore last Saturday for a long, long time.
We spent a lot of time working with our teams, and the effort and the time we put in it damn sure didn't show up today on the field.
Richie's here. Ray's mad. The kickoff is next. It is week 2 of the National Football League preseason. Both the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets still looking for their first win of the preseason after both lost last weekend. We are at Veterans Stadium on Fox Philadelphia. I'm Don Tollefson along with Ron Jaworski and Carl Churkin. And Ron, Ty Detmer gets the start tonight instead of Rodney Peete, something Ray had planned to do. But the key is the people up front blocking no matter who the quarterback is.
Well, first of all, it's a good opportunity for Ty Detmer. It's actually his first start since coming into the National Football League. And he may not be the starter this year, but somewhere down the road, he will get the opportunity to play and maybe even start. There may be an injury along the way to Rodney Peete. But the offensive line, I believe, is going to be key to the Eagles season in 1996. The acquisition of 2 bookends, the tackles, Richard Cooper from the New Orleans Saints, and of course Steve Wallace from the San Francisco 49ers, will solidify that offensive line. And to be a world champion, to win the National Football League championship, to win the Super Bowl, you have to have good balance in your offense. I think these guys will help give that offense balance.
John, as you know, this has become an annual meeting for the last decade in the preseason between these two teams. But the subplot tonight, the return of Rich Kotite to Veterans Stadium. Richie came out on the field about an hour ago with some of his players. The stands had very few fans, Eagles or Jets at the time. But if you listen very carefully, as you see him there with Leo Carlin, the veteran Eagles ticket manager, there were a boo or two for Richie the K. And, of course, there were some non-verbal sentiments from the Eagles fans as well. Carl Churkin, you had a chance to talk to both Ray Rhodes and Rich Kotite. These are two very different coaching styles.
We just got a brief preview of what it's going to be when this place does fill up. They will boo very lustily when Rich Kotite comes out with his Jets tonight. And the two coaches are really a study in contrast. When you look at the way Ray Rhodes runs his training camp, everybody works till lights out, almost anyway. They get 15 minutes before their 11 o'clock curfew. Whereas at Ray Rhodes' training camp, it's a whole lot different than what Rich Kotite did out at Westchester. Everybody thought it was a country club, media and players alike, and they laughed behind his back. So it does speak, I think, to the work ethic of the two coaches.
Both of these coaches want to win this game very, very badly, and this is a preview of a regular season game. The Eagles will be at the Meadowlands for real NFL football come this December. We'll be back with the kickoff of the preseason battle between the Jets and the Eagles right after this timeout on Fox Philadelphia.
Welcome back to Veterans Stadium. We are just about ready to get underway. The Jets have won the toss. They have elected to receive. The Eagles, working from left to right on your screen, Tommy Hutton, the second-year punter out of Tennessee, but having a much stronger leg than the veteran Gary Anderson to try and kick off, and he has done so, and he kicks it into the end zone. It's taken by Jeff Seidner, a yard deep, and he's tackled immediately by Adam Walker, the former 49er. Let's take a look at the New York Jets offense led by Neil O'Donnell. He took to the Steelers to Super Bowl 30 last year. Last year, the Jets were dead last in offense. A lot of changes on this Jets offense. A whole host of quality, skilled people to throw to, among them number 89, Jeff Bram, $5.4 million deal coming over from the Bears. Along the line, 4 of the 5 starters are new, including our old friend, the center David Alexander, who made 108 straight starts for the Birds. Now he's the center of the Jets. 1st and 10, Jets at the 14. A quick out where Frederick Ford pushes out the receiver after a short gain. Let's take a look at the Eagles defense. Along the front 7, the guy to watch, number 59, Mike Mamula. The Birds were ranked 4th in the NFL last year, but Mamula never lived up to the expectations that many thought he would. They are going to keep a close eye on him, as we will. 2 of the 3 linebackers are new and first-time starters. We'll talk about them. The defensive backs be tested tonight with starting cornerbacks Bobby Taylor and Troy Vincent still out. Former 49er Don Griffin, number 2, making his first start for the Eagles. 2nd and 2 at the 22. The give to Adrian Morrell up the middle for the Jets, and it looks like a first down. Griffin on the stop.
Carl, in the first game against the Houston Oilers, the New York Jets wanted to establish the running game. They did that, rushing for 160 yards. They lost the football game. Today they want to work in the passing game. I had a chance to talk to Ron Earhart before the football game. Their offensive coordinator, they want to throw the football. I think they have seen Frederick Model T Ford on the coverage on the film. They're going to attack him.
Well, a lot of Indy cars out there on the wideouts. Mr. Frederick Ford is going to have to try and cover tonight, and they're looking over his side again. The pass out on the right flat to Brad Baxter, the fullback. After a short game, he's put down Zordich and Woodard over there on the left side.
In this offense, the Jets want to get the ball to their backs. You'll see Baxter coming out of the backfield here. He looks for the blitz. It doesn't come. O'Donnell looks down the field, takes the positive play. That's the most important thing that Neil O'Donnell will do for you. He won't make very many mistakes.
Well, he knows Ron Earhart's offenses. He was the coordinator with the Steelers, and Pat Hodgson, the tight end coach, two areas where they were very weak at tight end and at quarterback last year. James Willis on the stop, the young man who's trying to win a job at middle linebacker.
Once again, we'll focus our attention on James Willis, the inside linebacker. Critical for him to play well against the run. This is what Ray Rhodes wants to see. Attack the block, get down, make the tackle. Morrell is down on the ground.
3rd and 6, Jets at the 30. Out of the shotgun, O'Donnell has some pressure through the middle, has a man open, intercepted by Eric Zomal. The second-year safety steps up and intercepts O'Donnell deep in New York territory, Jaws.
Just as I talk about Neil O'Donnell, a quarterback that doesn't make many mistakes, only 2% of his passes were intercepted last year as a Steeler. He gets picked off by Eric Zomalt here. You'll see O'Donnell in the shotgun, snap a hair high, may have taken his vision off the coverage. Here he moves, I believe, a little quicker than you should. Of course, there's a little pressure up the middle. He had ample time to find secondary receivers. Boom, there's a hit that he gets from Mark Gunn. Pressure on the quarterback is key. You'll see it from the end zone right here. He's flushed from the pocket. Again, if you don't have a receiver open, get rid of the football. That's not a mistake a veteran quarterback usually makes.
Ty Detmer with his first pass for the Eagles. A quick out to the left side to Chris T. Jones, who leans for the first down, and it appears he has it. Ty Detmer brings him out. The Birds offense a woeful 26th in the NFL last season. The wideouts, Irving Fryer, and second-year man Chris T. Jones. Great expectations. We talked about what they had for his fellow rookie last year, Mamula, on the defense. Ray Rhodes has tremendous expectations for Chris T. Jones. Up front, keep an eye on number 74, the left tackle, Steve Wallace, as he tries to protect the blind side of the Eagles quarterbacks. 1st and 10 Eagles. The give is to Ricky Waters up the middle. And over the left side, a gain of about 2 or 3. Now let's take a look at the Jets defense, ranked 6th in the NFL a year ago. This unit intact and a very good group indeed. All 11 starters back from last year, and they will get after you, including number 99, defensive end Hugh Douglas, the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. In the defensive backfield, take a look at number 45. He's Otis Smith, used to wear number 30 for the Birds, coming off his best season in 6 years in the NFL, his first as a starter. 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Detmer gets a little pressure, steps up, and then just throws the ball into the dust.
Well, those are the plays that Ty Detmer is going to have to make. He stepped up nicely in the pocket. In this situation, 2nd and 8, you want to get a positive play. You want to avoid the 3rd and long, which is exactly the situation they're coming into now.
As you can see, Ty Detmer at BYU set 59 offensive records, but he has not started an NFL game since he came out of that Cougar program. As you and I know that that's an awfully long time ago.
Yes, it is.
3rd and 7 at the 21. Single back behind Detmer. He's getting pressure from the left side. He reads it, lofts it up there, but not out far enough. Intended for Irving Fryer, Otis Smith on the coverage. The Eagles will have to kick, and here comes Gary Anderson.
On this particular play, Ty Detmer does read the blitz. You'll see him drop back into the pocket on the left side of your screen. You'll see the linebacker come uncontested in his face. What they're doing here is side adjusting. This should have been a touchdown. That ball was underthrown. That play is called meet me at the corner. I'll throw the ball to the corner, Irving. You go catch it. There, Ty Detmer underthrew what could have been an Eagle touchdown.
He gets half credit. He at least recognized the blitz and got the ball away, just not far enough.
Carl, no credit.
No credit.
No credit for that one.
No credit from the... How about this one? We get 3 points credit here. All right, Jaws nods yes. 3-0 Eagles. 11:02 remaining to be played here in the first quarter. Eagles lead it 3-0. The Eagles lead it 3-0 following the Eric Zomal interception. 5 plays, 12 yards before the 39-yard field goal by Gary Anderson.
Well, we talk about this throw. Ty Detmer does a nice job of reading the blitz. You'll see Irving Fryer read it also. He fades. This ball is underthrown. There's a lot of green grass on the outside. The ball has to be thrown to the outside over his head. As you can see, Fryer has to slow down and reach back in, and the play is made. That should have been 6 points for the Eagles if there was a better throw. But the read was correct, Carl.
Ron Carpenter, the NFL's leading return man a year ago, brings it out from the goal line all the way out to about the 38-yard line where the Jets will put it into play, their second series. Tommy Hutton again kicking off. As we heard earlier, at least I did when I spoke with Danny Smith, he's got to get more foot on the kickoffs, and the younger leg belonging to Tommy Hutton was the man who certainly did it. Now let's go down to the field and hear from our sideline guy, Don Tollefson. Tolly?
Hey, Carl and Joe, it's very interesting as the Jets take over. When Ty Detmer came off the field, Rodney Peete very supportive, encouraging him. A totally different relationship than the friction you had between the number 1 and 2 quarterbacks a year ago. Carl?
Thank you, Tolly. Certainly with Randall Cunningham here, a very different story in years past. A quick out to the left side to Jeff Graham. Is knocked out of bounds by Don Griffin, who is wearing number 28. He had worn number 2 throughout training camp. For those of you who have visited,
I'm confused already. I'm confused. There we go. I'm looking for number 2. Number 28 is Don Griffin.
Didn't find
and
him.
Makes the play.
Second and 1 for New York. Up the middle. Second effort. Looks like the Jets will have it. Zordich on the tackle. As they unpile. Baxter, Brad Baxter, the 7th-year fullback, has the first down. O'Donnell 3 for 4 passing, 19 yards, but of course that one interception by Eric Zomal.
You know what was interesting, Carl? After the interception, the first play coming out, and here's Ron Earhart, offense coordinator, his design. He goes to the pass. He knows he has the confidence in Neil O'Donnell. Hey, he's not worried about him making another mistake.
First and 10, Jets at their own 49. O'Donnell back to pass. Again, the quick out to the left side to number 87. Webster Slaughter. Thank you very much.
The former chief, now with the New York Jets. And you'll see right here, again, a timed route. Neil O'Donnell steps into the pocket, makes his read down the field, sets at 5. This is strictly timed. This ball will come out in 2 seconds, 2.1 seconds, thrown low where only the receiver, Webster Slaughter, can catch the football. When they're going to get the single coverage, you're going to see them work those time routes. Looks like right now they're going after Don Griffin.
Webster Slaughter was only available for about a day or so when the Jets got a hold of him. Former chief and, of course, the former Cleveland Brown.
And I think you may throw in there, he used to know there for a short time?
Very short, 2 years, I believe. Starting first and 10 at the 40-yard lines, a pickup of 3 for the Jets.
Again, as you just saw on that replay, James Willis a hair late. When he takes on that guard, he's got to throw him off. He's got to get rid of him, make that play a little bit quicker. Although it's only a 2-yard gain, it could have been a negative play if he could have played off that guard.
Second and 7 at the 37. Donald looking over the middle. Got a man. He shakes one tackler. Alex Van Dyke, the second-round draft choice out of Nevada. And William Thomas on the stop for the Eagles.
On this particular play, Van Dyke does come in motion. O'Donnell looks. As soon as he reads his own coverage, which is what he gets here, he takes the positive play to Van Dyke. I'll tell you, I talked to the Jet coaching staff, particularly Ron Earhart, before the game. They love Van Dyke. He was their first-round pick, their first pick in the second round. This guy can fly and make plays. They're excited about him.
3rd and 2 for the Jets. Out of the shotgun. Eagles fake blitz. Go to a quick in pattern. Quick down and in from the right sideline. Alex Van Dyke once again has the catch and a first down for the Jets.
On this particular play here, again, it's a short set.